What's up today, guys? Here is the first video I'm ever going to post on YouTube. Actually, it's going to be the second because I have another video coming first. But I'm surprising my dad by fixing up this 73 F100 four-wheel drive. It's already done up front, of course, so it's a little sneak peek. But my grandpa was the original owner, and now it's my dad's truck. And I'm just trying to surprise him, going through it, cleaning up the frame. It's the original paint, has 40,000 original miles. So we're going to leave it as clean as we can. Up here, an original. It's all original on the inside, everywhere. And I'm just trying to make it as best as I can with what we have here. So just cleaning up the frame and everything, make it a little more of a show truck. Wheels are already powder coated. They look absolutely perfect with the Wimbledon white. And just buttoning up a few more things. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna put these C bushings in. They say front bottom, rear bottom, and you just gotta make sure you put them the way it says. Area goes to the outside. Lip goes on the inside, both sides. Radius arms are completely on. Let me zoom back a lot of it. All right, so off camera, I tightened up the steering a little bit. Well, not a little bit, all the way. This bolt right here, and this bolt right here. It's really easy, 2 bolts. I'll put the springs in the cups. I'll just set them there to make it easy. But other than stock, it's a Super Lift 3-inch leveling kit. They're 3-inch leveling springs.
Nice.
It is locked in. All right, and then as easy as that, it's all sub-assembled. I just put the brake lines on. I figured I'd spare you something boring to watch. Next step is to slide this axle underneath the front. So I'll get to that and I'll video. Well, after a little bit of swearing, we got this back in. It's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, again, it's all clear. Perfect on the inside. Slap a little bit of grease on it for the polyurethane part of the bushing. Pop polyurethane in, the new polyurethane. That part's pretty easy. You just want it seated. So, all right, here's the front end all buttoned up. I have the track bar, radius arms, drive shaft, everything's fully hooked up. The steering linkage is hooked up to the gearbox. I'll show you the gearbox because that is actually custom. So the gearbox is a 70s Ford power steering gearbox. That's normal, it's standard. But under the hood, this truck didn't come factory with power steering. So just to make it a little more drivable and enjoyable, we got power steering pump. It's technically not a factory Ford pump. The Chevy ones are a little better, unfortunately, for the diehard Ford guys out there.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
It's a custom bracket. It's got a pulley and a belt. You just got to make sure the pulley is the right size based on the RPMs of the engine you choose, and it's pretty straightforward. It's a custom bracket behind the pump, so that we didn't have to alter the frame in any way. So it just bolts in, bolts out, didn't change anything. That way, if we ever want to go back to the factory manual gearbox, we can. So that's all set up just like that. Everything's hooked up, drive shaft, this, just show you from a different angle. All looks beautiful underneath the truck. And we'll move on to the steering stabilizer in the front. Front end's buttoned up. So next thing, I have an NOS Hiko Big Yellow shock absorber. It is for the steering stabilizer. It was something cool in the 70s. They went out of business, but it's NOS, so it's brand new. It's kind of cool. I don't know if some people might remember this from the 70s. So I'll be putting this on the front. That's the next step. Not too much, just enough to just put a little squeeze on these ones. That just got to go over that lip. We'll just wipe it off, get off this. Just got these brand new Monroes in the mail, or Monroe Magnums. They're the same part number as what came off the truck. So we'll see how that goes. They're yellow Monroe Magnums. Not much to see there. Kind of vintage looking. This is the look. I got vintage Monroe gas Magnum stickers off of eBay. So these are the same stickers as the shocks that came off the truck, which are obviously like 30, 40 years old at this point. So these stickers will help give it that more vintage look. So I got both front shocks. Let's get them installed. Let's put them up front. Let's get them in the truck. On a little side note, I got a microphone, so you should be able to hear me better for the rest of this video because the sound quality should be better. Get this thing in, try to block it. That goes there. Tighten. Next thing's the shock. Put a little lubricant on this, make it a little bit easier. Let's see if it goes right on. Bolt through. All right, so we got the shocks fully installed. The front end is fully together. That's gonna wrap up part one. I won't fully reveal what it looks like with the bias plies and original wheels on. There'll be a little sneak peek, probably in black and white. But this will wrap up part one. Part two, move on from the radius arms back, cleaning up the frame, and then I'll also fix the seal under the camper top. That's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll be posting again every other Friday. Have a nice day. Thank you.